Hey there. So let's talk about vitamin C. We all think we know it, right? It's that thing we reach for the second we feel a cold coming on. But what if I told you that its job as an immune booster is honestly just the very, very tip of the iceberg? Today, we are going to peel back the layers on this everyday nutrient and reveal the surprising and, frankly, absolutely critical jobs it's doing all over your body.
Okay, let's start with the obvious. If you walk up to anyone buying a bottle of vitamin C, what's the one reason you know they're going to give for taking it?
Exactly, to fight a cold. And while the science on that is a little back and forth, our laser focus on that one single job means we've completely overlooked the incredible day-in, day-out work this vitamin is doing inside of us.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with its most fundamental role as a master regulator. Then we'll uncover how it's basically the ultimate bodybuilder, a guardian for your heart, and even a booster for your brain. Seriously, by the end of this, you're going to see vitamin C in a whole new way. Let's dive right in.
First things first, what is vitamin C actually doing on a chemical level? It's not just kind of floating around waiting to zap a virus. No, it's an incredibly active, absolutely essential operator for countless things happening in your body right now.
The key to understanding almost everything about vitamin C is this one word, cofactor. So think of enzymes as these tiny little workers in your body, each designed for a super specific job. The catch is, a lot of these workers are just sitting there, unable to do anything until they're handed the right tool. Well, vitamin C is that tool.
And this breaks it down perfectly. You have an enzyme that needs to do something important, right? It's just off. Then vitamin C shows up. It acts like a key and a lock. It turns the enzyme on, and boom, the job gets done. Without that key, the whole assembly line just grinds to a halt. And this is happening constantly, all over your body, for hundreds of processes.
So let's look at this cofactor thing in action. One of the biggest, most important jobs vitamin C enables is literally building your body's entire structure. It is, no joke, the ultimate bodybuilder.
And the main building material here is a protein you've definitely heard of, collagen. This isn't just for skincare. It is the single most abundant protein in our bodies. It's in your skin, your bones, your tendons, your blood vessels. It is the literal glue that gives structure and strength to just about everything.
And this is where it gets so cool. The connection is incredibly direct. To make strong, stable collagen, your body relies on two very specific enzymes. And guess what? Both of them are completely 100% dependent on vitamin C to work. It's their key. So, no vitamin C, no stable collagen. Your body just can't make the strong stuff. And that's why a severe deficiency, scurvy, causes things like bleeding gums and wounds that won't heal. The body's glue is literally falling apart.
Okay, so from building our body to actively protecting its most vital systems, it turns out vitamin C is also a silent guardian for your heart, protecting your entire vascular system from the inside out.
To get this, we have to look at the inner lining of our blood vessels. It's called the endothelium. When it's healthy, it's smooth and flexible, allowing the vessels to widen or relax to control blood flow. But when that lining gets damaged, it gets stiff and inflamed, and that's the starting point for things like high blood pressure and heart disease.
So where does vitamin C come in? Well, it acts like a bodyguard for a super important molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the signal that tells your blood vessels to relax. But stress and inflammation destroy it. Vitamin C steps in, protects the nitric oxide, and allows it to do its job, keeping your blood vessels healthy and flexible. And hey, this isn't just some theory. Check this out. This is data from a study where just 500 milligrams a day made a real measurable difference. For adults over 60, it led to a significant drop in both the top and bottom numbers of their blood pressure. That's a pretty clear demonstration of its protective power, right?
All right. Get ready for a rapid-fire round of some of vitamin C's other secret jobs. These are the ones that most people have never heard of, and we're starting with the body's command center, your brain.
So could this simple vitamin actually make your mind sharper? Well, get this. The highest concentrations of vitamin C anywhere in your body are found in your brain. That alone tells you it must be doing something incredibly important up there.
And now, look at these numbers. This study compared people with adequate vitamin C levels to those who were deficient. The results are kind of wild. The group with enough vitamin C performed way better on memory tests and on tests measuring how fast their brains could process information.
Okay, next up, beyond the brain, vitamin C has another secret identity. It's a master locksmith, helping your body unlock a critical mineral from the food you eat. And that mineral is iron.
So the iron you get from plants is notoriously difficult for our bodies to absorb. It's often blocked by things called phytates in grains or tannins in your tea and coffee. Vitamin C is the game changer here. It swoops in, changes the iron into a form our body can actually use, and basically neutralizes those blockers. It dramatically boosts how much iron you get from your meal.
And finally, this is probably one of the most fascinating new areas of research. But, and this is really, really important to understand, we are not talking about eating more oranges. We are talking about extremely high doses of vitamin C given intravenously by doctors. And this is why researchers are so excited. In one clinical trial for advanced pancreatic cancer, adding this high-dose IV vitamin C to the standard chemotherapy doubled the median survival time. At these massive doses, it acts totally differently. It actually helps create stuff that selectively damages cancer cells while leaving healthy cells alone. It's an incredible potential tool to be used with, not instead of, standard cancer treatments.
Wow, okay, so we've seen that vitamin C is so much more than a one-trick pony for your immune system. It's a foundational player in the way our entire body is built and how it runs. Let's wrap this all up.
This is the real resume of vitamin C. It's the architect building our bodies, the guardian protecting our hearts, the enhancer making our food more nutritious, a supporter of our brains. It is a truly versatile, totally indispensable nutrient. So how much do you actually need for all this? Well, the recommended amount is about 75 milligrams for women and 90 for men. And honestly, most people can easily get that from a decent diet with some fruits and veggies. Just be careful with supplements. There is an upper limit of 2,000 milligrams. Go beyond that, and you might just get an upset stomach. So more isn't always better here. And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about, doesn't it? We started with the simple idea of vitamin C for a cold, and we ended up with this complex body-wide regulator that's essential for life. It really makes you wonder, if this one simple vitamin is doing all of this, what other amazing unsung heroes are just hiding in the food we eat every single day? Thanks for joining me.